SD equal no load speed minus no load full minus full load no speed drop equals no load speed minus full load speed divided by full load speed multiply 100%. We want to write in the percentage. Because remember, you are following the relationship between the speed and frequency, n is equal to 120 multiply f over 100 over p. Yeah, in here we know that the value of n is proportional to the frequency. Now, so this formulation can be written also like this one. Yeah, speed drop is equal to no load frequency minus full load frequency over full load frequency multiply 100%. Okay, and then in operation of one generator or two or more generators, the speed drop, yeah, meaning the rotor speed of the generator can be reduced, yeah, and the value reduction of the speed drop, yeah, should be in the range of 2% to 5%. Yeah, this one, yeah, yeah. It is ring value of the speed drop, yeah, is acceptable, yeah, for the condition operation of the synchronous generator. Yeah, this one, yeah. So make sure don't higher, yeah, than this 5% for the speed drop. Yeah, if the value in this ring, yeah, meaning the operation of the synchronous generator is well. Yeah? Okay, and then look at this one. Yeah, the beside all prime mover tends to behave similar, which when the power drawn increase, the speed at which the turn decreases rapidly. Yeah, thus to improve this, governor is connected to prime mover. Yeah, it is a device used to maintain the stability of generator speed by reduction the speed dropping characteristic with increasing load. Okay. Now, so remember, I repeat again. Yeah, if it is generator, that is the generator, and then the rotor generator is coupled by prime mover. Yeah, prime mover in here can from the type of turbine. Yeah, can from the water, steam, or gas turbine. Okay, and then it is turbine. Yeah, this turbine. This turbine move if anything, yeah, can water, can steam strikes this turbine. Yeah, and then the capacity of water, capacity of steam, capacity of gas will be controlled by, yeah, we can call valve lah. Valve meaning will control the flow of the water, gas, or steam. And then this one there is a controller. Yeah, controller will be detect the value of this speed of the rotor. Yeah, mean there is device, yeah, to open and close or to control the gate of this valve here. Yeah, it is controlled by something that we can call this overall system, we can call governor. Yeah, this one, yeah. Now this one it is governor. Yeah, meaning to control the flow of fluid. Yeah, I can call fluid lah here. Fluid meaning can water, can steam, or can gas. Yeah, flow through this valve and strike this turbine. Yeah, the turbine. Meaning, if the speed is reduced, valve open more. Yeah, so water, steam, or gas will flow more, and then strike the speed of the turbine will increase. So So the speed of the prime mover will increase also. Rotor move, rotor of generator move increase, this condition. The movement of the rotor of generator depends on the load. Load they connected to stator of the generator. This one. Now so meaning if we discuss about the speed, it is related to the real power. Because remember there are two types of the power here, active and reactive. Active relate to the speed, reactive relate to the terminal voltage of synchronous generator. This one. Now, so in the normal operation, we want to maintain the speed. The speed. For example, in 1005 RPM. Now, so this rotor will move in the speed of 1500 RPM. Now, this condition we can call maintain the stability of generator speed. This one. Okay, and then we can see. We can see here. The governor or speed limiter sets the no load speed and controls the reduction in speed so that the frequency power relationship is linear. So we can see here, this horizontal axis is as power. Same this one. It is the power. And then the vertical axis here, is as speed axis. Good. And then remember there is relationship speed and frequency. Remember the formulation N equal to 120 F over P. N is proportional to the frequency. Now, so can be drawn like this one also. Means we have also frequency versus real power curve. This one. And then if the power, real power, active power change, now so relationship between frequency and power, here frequency and power or speed, power relationship is linear. This one is linear. Now, so if we look at this one, this line, we have what we can call also slope. Slope. Okay, now slope, we can use this formulation. Slope is here. Slope of power frequency is equal to change of power divided by change of frequency. Now, because we can see here, change of power meaning here. Now, so we can call if it is from the no load to full load. For example. Now meaning delta P is P full load minus 0. Full load power lah. This one. And then delta F, change of frequency, or change of speed here. The different value of speed or different value of frequency here, where this power change from 0 to full load power. Now so this one. Now so because it is the full load, full load minus no load is 0. Now C is equal to full load power divided by no load frequency minus full load frequency. Now when we have the obtaining value of the slope of power frequency, now so we can find the power generated by the synchronous generator. Yeah, it is given by generated power is equal to slope of power frequency multiplied by no load frequency minus frequency of the system. Yeah, this one. FSys, yeah, operating system frequency. Yeah, this one, yeah. Now, so the SP we can find also from the frequency versus power curve. Yeah, this one. And then if the unit of the power is in kilowatt and then frequency in hertz, now so slope, yeah, is given in the unit of kilowatt per hertz. If the power is written in the megawatt, now so the unit of the slope is megawatt per hertz. Yeah, this one, yeah. Okay. It is related to the frequency. Yeah, before, yeah. Yeah, frequency relate to the active power. Yeah, how to adjust the frequency? Yeah, can be adjusted by using the governor. Yeah, now so the other type of the power is reactive power. Yeah, reactive power. Reactive power can capacitive power or inductive power or combination of them. Yeah. Now so this reactive power effects to the terminal voltage, yeah, of the generator. Yeah, now so same like the active and relate to the frequency, the reactive power relate to the terminal voltage. When the condition of the reactive power increase, so the terminal voltage will decrease. Yeah, if the reactive power decrease, yeah, can the terminal voltage will increase. But in the normal condition, this condition, yeah, should be maintained in the fixed values of the terminal voltage. Yeah, this one. Okay, now so we have also the curve of terminal voltage versus reactive power. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one. Yeah. The horizontal axis, yeah, is reactive power. And then the vertical axis is terminal voltage. Yeah. Now, because remember, reactive power for the inductive, yeah, for the inductive, yeah, inductive relate to the one coil lah. XL. In the imaginary, we have also write in Z XL or Z, yeah, XL lah, ZXL. Yeah, positive. And then if this load is more capacitive, yeah, XC is equal to 1 over omega C. Yeah, same if in the imaginary number we write in the minus, yeah, ZXC. Now for the capacitive power, same, we can write in here, yeah, minus. Yeah, minus indicate more to capacitive. Yeah. Okay, and then remember when we discuss, yeah, about the phasor diagram for the inductive load, yeah, for the lagging power factor, the terminal voltage is lower than internal generated voltage. Okay, but in the capacitive, yeah, capacitive low or leading power factor, the terminal voltage, yeah, is higher than the internal generated voltage. Yeah, remember. So I means in this one, in this condition, we have to balance. Yeah, the condition this one. Okay. So The impact of the change terminal voltage with reactive load can be plotted on a diagram similar to the FP plot. Yeah. Before this vertical is frequency, horizontal is real power. But for the terminal voltage that relate to the reactive power, the vertical is S terminal voltage, horizontal axis is as the reactive power, yeah, this one. Okay, and then increasing the inductive load on the generator reduce the terminal voltage. Yeah, because remember, yeah, before, same like the phasor diagram. Yeah, in the condition of the inductive load, yeah, or the lagging power factor, the terminal voltage is lower. Yeah. Now, so in the meaning if it is generator and this one is load is more inductive, terminal drop. Now, so if we have the something, if we want to increase the power factor, please add the capacitive load to increasing the terminal voltage. Yeah, this one, yeah. Yeah, adding the capacitance increase the terminal voltage. Reduction to the terminal voltage can be compensated by increasing the no load voltage. Yeah? No load voltage meaning for the no load voltage, terminal voltage is equal to internal generated voltage. Why? Because there is no current flow through the stator winding. Yeah, this one. Okay, now so is asymmetry for the one generator operate alone. The real and reactive power supplied by the generator will be amounts demanded by the attached load. Yeah, I mean like this one. Yeah, I am one generator capacity. Yeah, for example, 5 MPa. Yeah, it is appearance power. I have 5 MPa. I'll give the MPa, how many MPa I'll be share to the load, yeah, depend on the load, yeah, depend on the type of the load, depend on the fluctuation of the load. But I can I can sub the total power of the appearance power only maximum only 5 MPa. Yeah, this one. The second, the governor set points of the generator will control the operating frequency of the power system. Now, so if you if you if you friend, yeah, if the engineer asks to you, okay, uh, what device, what type of device that can control the frequency, yeah, the speed. Yeah, now so you can answer the governor. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Okay, and then what the device that can control the terminal voltage? Yeah, the answer. Yeah, is the wheel current. Wheel current. Remember, in the one synchronous generator, wheel current in the rotor winding. Yeah, rotor winding. Yeah, flow the wheel current, and then this wheel current can come from the DC voltage. DC voltage can from the separately source, can from the battery, or one generator that be coupled together by the rotor of the synchronous generator. This generator is DC generator. Yeah? Okay. Okay. Now we want to discuss about the two generator operate together. Yeah, Sam. We still discuss about the frequency and terminal voltage. We still discuss about the real and reactive power. Yeah, it is for the second condition. Yeah, second condition meaning two generator operate together. Yeah, and then share power together. Yeah, with the fluctuation of the power. Okay, now consider case when two generator G and G2 are connected to supply all the power requirements for a load. In this case, the frequency power, yeah, or we can call Gauss diagram plot. Nah, so this one, ya, ini sebab macam kalau kita tengok kan macam bumbung rumah ya, macam bumbung rumah like the ya apa roof kayak macam roof ya. Nah, so this one we can call the Gauss diagram. Ini Gauss diagram is one diagram or one curve can relate to the frequency phases power or terminal voltage versus power also. Ya, frekuensi versus real power, terminal voltage versus reactive power. Okay, now so for this condition, if we can call here, yeah, Fe, yeah, is frequency system, yeah, and then this one is generator 2, yeah, and then share to serve load, yeah, where the total load is given by PG1 plus PG2. Yeah, PG1 is a real power for the generator 1 and PG2 is real power or active power for the generator 2. Yeah, it is a point, original point here. Now, so for the generator 2 is given by VG2 and generator active power for generator 1 is given by PG1. Now, so the line here, the total power here is PG1 plus PG2, yeah? Yeah, this one. So we can write here, yeah, the total power, meaning the load power is equal to active power for the generator 1 plus active power for the generator 2, yeah, this one. Okay, and then remember, because, yeah, before we have the generated power by one generator is given by slope of the power frequency multiply no load frequency minus system frequency. Yeah, now so this value can be substituted to here. Yeah, equation 2 can be substituted to the equation 1 here. So PG1 is equal to SPG1 multiply no load generator 1 untuk frekuensi ya, minus system frequency ya, plus PG2 is equal to slope of power frequency for the generator 2 multiply no load frequency for the generator 2 minus frequency system. Yeah, meaning when the two generator operate together and then the load will change, but the total load same before and after, and then we have to maintain the frequency system. Now, so we have the one value of the frequency 1 and frequency 2, yeah, this one, yeah. So remember, when the governor set point of G2 is increased, yeah, you can see here it is vertical and the left side, and this one I can call right side. Yeah, left side for the generator 1, right side for the generator 2. Yeah, this one. So when the generator 2 increase in terms of the frequency, yeah, in terms of the frequency increase, now so the power of generator 1 will, yeah, we can see here decrease, yeah, yeah, here. But the total of the power or total of the load same, yeah, this condition, yeah, this one. Okay, when the governor set point of G2 is increased, the system frequency is increased. The power PG2 supplied by the G2 is increased, while the power of PG1 supplied by G1 is decreased. Yeah, this one, yeah. Because we can see here, the total body condition, here, you can see frequency here. It is for the frequency generator 2, the bus. The total power PG for the bus condition, P total here PG1 plus PG2. And then the generator 2 increase. Increase frequency will increase the active power. Now so meaning the increasing of the frequency of generator 2 will cause the increasing of the real or active power for the generator 2. But if it is maintains the total power, effect to the generator 1, the power of the generator 1, the active power will decrease. This one. But the total after and before same. Same. Okay, this one is for the frequency, relationship between frequency and real power, or frequency real power characteristic. The second, we know terminal voltage reactive power characteristic. This one is a terminal voltage. Illustration same like before for the frequency and then active power. For two generator, G1 and G2 are connected to supply all the power requirement for all load. In this case, the terminal voltage reactive power flow. This one, Now, so it is the vertical is terminal voltage, horizontal is reactive power. Left side here, is the for the generator 1. Right side, left and right, icon separated by the vertical axis. Right side for the generator 2. And then same, these two generator operate together and will maintain the total of reactive power. So when the wheel current, and then remember, reactive power relate to the terminal voltage relate to the wheel current. When the field current G2 is increased, the system terminal voltage is increased. So the reactive power Q2 supplied by the generator 2 increase, while the reactive power Q1 supplied by G1 is decreased. The condition same for the illustration like frequency related to the reactive power. This one same. Okay, and then we can summarize. For the condition operation of the two generator, with the change of the terminal voltage and frequency, but the load remains constant. Now, so we can summarize: the system is constrained in the total power supply, by the two generator together must equal the amount consumed by the load. Meaning if we have the two generator here, and then we'll serve one load here, the total power here can active or reactive power is equal to summation of the generator 1 and generator 2. Because same the current same juga current generator 1 plus current generator 2 is equal to current of the load. And then the second, neither frequency of the system nor terminal voltage is constrained to be constant. I mean exactly in the normal condition, frequency and the terminal voltage should be constant. But in the real will be fluctuate. Now the fluctuation will be controlled by the governor and then the excitation system. This one. Okay, and then the dead condition. The dead condition. How about the load change? Yeah, load change, this one. Because in the real condition, load change. Load change, yeah, it is the two generator connect together to serve the one load, and then this group of the load lah, this group of the load, yeah, will drag the current from the two generator, and then this load is always change, ya. Realnya kan macam itu, selalu berubah. Nah, the fluctuation of the load, yeah, will impact to the terminal and frequency of the generator. Yeah, in the normal frequency and the terminal voltage should be maintained in the fixed value. Yeah, this one. Now it is for the Dutch condition. Yeah. Same, we relate to the frequency, active power, terminal voltage, and the reactive power. Yeah, this one. Yeah. To adjust the real power sharing between both generator without changing the frequency of system, step should be taken. Yeah, we can see illustrate this powerhouse. Yeah, this powerhouse. Yeah, same. The left side for the generator 1, the right side for the generator 2. And then the first operation, yeah, generator 1 serve the active power P1, and the generator 2 serve the active power P2 here. Yeah, and then remain the frequency in frequency level here, and then should be remain constant frequency here. Yeah, and then after that, yeah, suddenly, for example, suddenly the active power change. Yeah, when the active power change, yeah, and then the active power for the load change, yeah, and then will be shared, yeah, for the generator 1 and generator 2. Means automatically governor and also will current excitation system will control automatically. Yeah, automatically, yeah, to adjust how many power will be given by the generator 1, and then how many active power will also given to the for the generator 2. Yeah, this one. Meaning for the maintenance the value of the frequency in fixed value. Yeah, for example, value is in frequency of 50 Hz, for example. So increase the governor set point of one generator, yeah, will increase the generator power. Yeah, this one. Yeah, now means when the condition of the active power of the generator to increase here, and then will maintain the condition of frequency in the constant value. So decrease the generator set point on the other generators. Mean generator 1 will decrease in term of the active power. Ya, nah so like this one lah. Dia harus menseimbangkan berapa kalau tadi air yang harus yang kena masuk ke dalam turbine generator 1 and generator 2, ya, to maintain the frequency system in 50 Hz, ya, for example. Ya. Okay, and then same for the terminal voltage. Now this terminal voltage will be remains constant. Yeah, for example, constant in the 13 kV. Yeah, 13 kV. When the reactive power fluctuation. Yeah, this one. Same, the two generator, yeah, for their excitation system should be controlled automatically to balance how many wheel current should be inject, yeah, to the rotor winding, yeah, to fix the terminal voltage of both generator in one peak value. Yeah, for example, in one peak value of 13 kV. Yeah, this one. So to adjust the reactive power Q sharing between both generator without changing the terminal voltage of the system, yeah, some step can be done. Yeah, increase the field current of one generator. Yeah, for example, this one, when the reactive power total change, yeah, I mean the total reactive power Q1 plus Q2 and Q1 action plus Q2 action, yeah, this one. Now, so reactive power of the two generator change increase here. Yeah, this one is the reactive power of generator 2. And then we want to remain the terminal voltage in one constant value. Yeah, for example, before 13 kV. So decrease the field current of generator 1. Yeah, decrease. Yeah, so reactive power supplied by the generator 1 will also decrease. Yeah, this one, yeah, the condition. Okay, the last condition. Yeah. Now the load constant. Yeah, the load constant. Yeah, for the load constant. Yeah, and then if the frequency change, meaning the both generator will reach the new frequency, this one. Yeah, but remember, yeah, the change of the speed, because it is the terminal. It is the frequency related the speed drop or the speed increase is arranged in the 2 to 5%. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Now, so the last condition for the load is constant. Yeah, this one. Yeah, we can see if two generators share together, yeah, half power lah. I can say half power. Yeah, half. Yeah, for example, 10 megawatt. Yeah, 5 megawatt for the generator 1, 5 megawatt for the generator 2. Yeah, this one. Okay, and then if we maintain the load, yeah, constant. Now, so the condition can be done. Yeah, some step increase the both generator governor. Yeah, in the no load point. Yeah, no load condition. So decrease both generator governor set point. Yeah, I mean this one. We constant, and then we want to reach one value of the frequency. Now, so the frequency of the both generator, yeah, if you want to decrease, yeah, decrease the frequency, yeah, or increase the frequency, yeah, meaning before and after, yeah, we have before, we can call the old frequency, after the new frequency, yeah, this one. Same for the terminal, yeah, terminal same. If you want to maintain the load constant, yes, constant. Now, so same, yeah. The terminal voltage of the two generator, yeah, before in the all terminal voltage, and then for the new condition, we have the new terminal voltage for the both synchronous generator. Oke, ada apa-apa soalan dulu? Ada apa soalan? Halo, Abdul Naif, Ahmad, Hafizul, Ahmad Muiz, ada persoalan? Is there any question related to the parallel operation of synchronous generator? Aiman, Ismail, Anis, mana nih semua nih? Anusa, Devia, tak ada, ada. Fatin Hanisa, Harun bin Alias, Intan, Nabila, Khairul Anwar, Muhammad Zuhaili, Muaz bin Ahmad, Muhammad Firdaus, Ummi Sufia, Ummi Kaltum ke Kaldum, Wan Muhammad. Tak ada soalan? Tak ada, Abdul. Oke lah kalau tak ada, tengok satu example saja ya, satu example saja. Satu example. Figure below, ya, tengok satu example. Figure below shows a generator supplying a load. Yeah. A second load is to be connected in parallel with the first one. The generator has a no load frequency 60 Hz and slope SP of 1 megawatt per Hz. Load 1 consumes a real power of 1000 kilowatt at 0.8 power factor lagging, while load 2 consumes a real power 800 kilowatt at 0.707 lagging power factor. Ya. Nah, ini for the condition yang awal-awal tadi ya. Yang awal-awal tadi satu generator saja. Satu generator saja. Ya. Kita nak mananya ya the first this one generator operate to serve load 1. Okay, after that the load 1 and load 2 is supplied together in terms of the energy by this generator. Nah, so we want to know the condition the first before the switch is closed. Maknanya sebelum generator ini mensupply load 2. Load 1 dia sudah supply. Ya. What is the operating frequency of the system? Yeah. We want to know the frequency of the system. For the condition this switch before closing. Jadi sono. Okay, and the second, after load is connect to after load 2 is connect by this switch. How about the operating frequency of the system? Ya, mananya adakah dia perubahan? Sepatutnya based on our theoretical ada. Kalau ada tambah load, sepatutnya dia frekuensi akan turun. Nah ya, kalau dia tadi 60 atau 50, kena maintenance lah dekat 50 atau 60 Hz. Nah, kalau lah manual, ini kalau cerita manual. Soalan ketiga, after load is connected, what action could an operator take to restore the system frequency to 60 Hz? Mananya kita pahamkan, berarti ketika di-connect to the load 2, the frequency system is below 60 Hz lah mungkin. Mungkin ya, saya pun kalau tengok kiraan dulu. Okay. So we can answer. From here, slope of power frequency is 1 megawatt per Hz. And then the power for the load 1 is 1000 kilowatt. And the second is 800 kilowatt. Meaning the total power here is 1000 kilowatt plus 800 kilowatt is equal to 1800 kilowatt ya total dia. Okay, this one. And then we know that the generator has a no load frequency 60 Hz. Maknanya when this generator is not connected to this load, not connect to the load 1 and also not connect to the load 2, meaning in the no load condition. this generator has the no load frequency is 61 hertz. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Okay, now we want to find the frequency system. Yeah, from this formula. Yeah, from this formula. Yeah, that generated power is equal to slope of power frequency multiply no load frequency minus frequency system. Now, so from here we can find the frequency system when the generated power by the generator is given, and also slope of power frequency and also no load frequency are given. Yeah. Okay, so we can calculate. Yeah, the first this one. Yeah, this one. Yeah, power is equal to slope of power frequency multiply no load frequency minus frequency system. Yeah, or from here we can write that frequency system is equal to no load frequency minus, it is for the if we, because this one is 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 one generator. Yeah? Is one generator. It's only one generator. Yeah, this one. And then the capacity is 1 megawatt. Yeah, 1 megawatt. Yeah. So frequency system is equal to, no load frequency is 60 minus, okay, frequency load capacity of the generator is 1 megawatt divided by slope of the power frequency, 1 megawatt per hertz. Ya, so potong cut megawatt, hertz boleh naik. Nah, tinggal 1 hertz here. Ya, this one 1 hertz. So 61 minus 1 hertz is equal to 60 hertz. Yeah, this one. So meaning the frequency system is 60 hertz. And then after that, when the switch is closed and serve the load 2, so the total power is P1 plus P2. Yeah, this one. 100 kilowatt plus 800 kilowatt is equal to 1,800 kilowatt or 1.8 megawatt. Yeah. Now, so how about the frequency system? Yeah, the frequency system to be, because it is loaded by the total load. Now, before the capacity is 1 megawatt, because it is the connected to the 8.8 megawatt. Yeah. Now, so this one 61 hertz minus 1.8, is around 59.2 hertz. So we can see here, the frequency system is 60 hertz, and then connect the other load, meaning the load increase, the frequency will be decrease. So the question C is, what will be done by the engineer, to fix the frequency of the system of 60 hertz. It is because the frequency is below, below the frequency system 60 hertz. Now, so the frequency should be increased. When we want to increase the frequency, so set lah governor. Governor. We can adjust governor reach the frequency system of the frequency of 60 hertz. This one. Okay, dia. Oke. Ada apa-apa soalan?